How to win the lottery, according to a mathematician who won 14 times. The crazy story of the 14-time lottery winner, Stefan Mandel. Playing the lottery is without a doubt one of the riskiest investments there is. Statistically, you're more likely to get struck by lightning than win a huge jackpot. The next story is utterly remarkable in that someone did find a way to win, and did, 14 times. It wasn't down to luck, he just worked out how to game the lottery. This is the truly breathtaking life of Stefan Mandel and the crazy story of the 14-time lottery winner. Mandel, who hails from Romania originally as a mathematician and investment whiz. He was born and brought up during the communist era. Most of the people in his home country were dirt poor. The only way to make money was to think laterally or even work illegally. However, just as in many other countries there was a lottery game that could be played, and it was then that Mandel had an idea to try and get rich. Over the next 5 decades he began to work his magic, and from the 1960s through to the turn of the 21st century, his luck rarely waned. He was working as an economist for a Romanian mining consortium, and he began to wonder if it would be possible to legally make his odds of winning the lottery greater. Thinking long and hard about it, he came up with a mathematical formula that he thought might enable him to up his chances of winning to nearly 100%. He knew that the only way to increase your chances of winning is by buying more than one lottery ticket. But not just 1 or 2, or even 100. He was thinking about buying thousands, sometimes millions of tickets, in the hope of getting the winning one. Then, he started getting others in on the act. Stefan Mandel's first big win. This was Mandel's first time trying out his technique, and he was nervous. It had taken him 4 years to come up with the idea that might or might not work. He just wanted to hit 5 numbers, and, with his first attempt trying out his formula, he won. After this win, he decided to emigrate to Israel. He wanted to try his luck with the lottery of that country too. So, he replicated his winning algorithm there, buying stacks of lottery cards and playing repeatedly. To his surprise, his formula plus the large amounts of cards he bought equaled another big win. After some time, and now very rich, Mandel managed to get himself and his family a visa and move them to Australia. At this time, the country was still relatively cheap to live in, and he decided to try and seek Australian citizenship. The development of computers in the 1980s greatly simplified the whole process for Stefan Mandel. Instead of filling out tickets by hand, he could simply let the machines do the work. In total, he won the Australian lottery 12 times, with an army of people who were filling out and submitting tickets to various convenience stores around Australia. He, therefore, began to look in the United States, checking to see how different state lotteries were set up as well as what it took to win each one. He finally hit upon Virginia. The Virginian lottery had a good system for what he was trying to do. According to his calculations, there were 7.1 million combinations of numbers in the Virginia lottery, and that tickets were cheap to buy. He set off on a mission. He raised approximately $7.1 million in order to buy up all 7.1 million lotto combinations. He then got 2,500 Australian investors to put in $4,000 each and set to work. There were no laws to stipulate how many tickets you could or couldn't buy, and the Virginia lottery had a very important advantage over other state lotteries. Buyers could print out their paper ticket at home and then go in and submit it to the convenience store. This enabled Mandel and his team to print out all 7.1 million tickets in Sydney. He got lucky. Again, the winning numbers for the draw were called, and yes, he's got the right ones. He was the only one to have all the right numbers, and he did not have to split the prize money at all, in this instance. He won $27 million along with lots of second and third prizes. He had come away with almost $30 million for his investors. Stefan Mandel, the man who hacked the system, has retired from the lottery and now lives in a beach house in the tropical island nation of Vanuatu located north of Australia.